Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Jodie.
I'm Jacob.
Lovely. Come and take a seat. So in here, before you see Bria, we're just going to go through a really quick questionnaire and a data collection form. It'll only take a few minutes and then you'll go through to Bria, okay? So we're just going to check you in first of all, which we've already done. So in here we take your name, address, date of birth and telephone number,
Okay.
and your GP's name and practice.
Okay.
And then we just do a really quick data collection form where you've heard about the clinic and what you want to get from the clinic.
Okay.
And that's everything with me, and then you'd go through to Bria.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Hi. Come on in. Come and have a seat for me.
Thank you.
So, it's Mr. DePoku Jacob.
Yes.
My name is Bria. I'm one of the nurse practitioners from the City Hospital at Urology over in City, I've already said that. And what we're doing today is we're bringing the prostate testing out into the community to try and get as many people as we can checked over and just to make sure that you're healthy.
Okay.
So what the plan is today is I would like to take a small sample of blood from your arm, and then I'd like to just check your prostate gland, and what that involves. So what you've got in here, you've got the bladder, and underneath the bladder is where your prostate sits. So if I just open up that, you can see a bit more clearly. You have the bladder here, and the water pipe that runs through so that you can wee. The prostate sits underneath here. It does an awful lot of things. It's bound up with fertility, with continence, because it helps just keep everything closed there. As you get older, it swells, and that's absolutely normal. That's nothing to do with cancer. It's just a normal part of ageing. But as it swells, it can block off that water pipe, and that's why you sometimes have difficulty going to the loo. With prostate cancer, it's a bit different. It doesn't cause it to swell, and it doesn't give you any symptoms that you can see. But what happens is we start getting a bit more of the PSA, which is the prostate hormone that we spoke about earlier, being released from the prostate. And you can get some nodular irregularities in the prostate. It just feels bumpy or lumpy. So when we feel it in the back passage, we can just feel some lumps and bumps there. Sometimes, not always. But the big one is that blood test, because if there's cancer there, it will give us more of the PSA in the blood. That's why it's very important to get both things done. You can't tell completely by just one, you need a full examination. And that's where your prostate is and roughly what it does. What I'd like is just to take just a moment to have a feel of that prostate gland and make sure that that feels okay. So we'll put that together with the blood results that we get from the laboratory. I'll bring your blood sample back to the hospital today and get that checked. If the prostate examination and the blood result show any concerns, if we're worried about your prostate, I'll phone you myself, okay? And that'll be later on this week. I'll give you a phone, let you know what's going on and let you know what our plan would be. I'll give you any information then at that stage as well. If we are concerned about you, that will probably be either another blood test or we might invite you up for a biopsy of your prostate. We'll give you all the information that you need at the time. Okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I just need to get a couple of bits and pieces and take your blood test. If you would roll up that sleeve for me while I just grab some bits. So just going to pop this on. I'm going to keep that down very slightly because this, unfortunately, is quite sharp. It pinches your skin if we're not careful. They're these single-use only things and they can be a bit uncomfortable. There we go. So put your hand that way for me and just open and close your hand a couple of times. Get that blood going. That's lovely. Let your hand relax now for me. Just keep that elbow nice and straight. That's great. Little sharp scratch. There we go. Lovely. We've got some great veins there. Fine. And just pop your finger on there now, keep that lovely and firm. That's great. Give you a plaster there. You're not allergic to plasters, are you?
No.
Great. Lovely. There we go. Now put a little tab on that so you can get that off easily. Keep that on for about 20 minutes and then that can come off. Right. And if you'd like to follow me when you're ready. So what I would like you to do, just try as many as please, lie on the bed and curl your ball facing the wall. Okay, so you got your back to me. That's grand. Okay, all done. Get that gel away. That's fine. So, get yourself out of the organs there. So everything feels fine. So what I'll do is, as I say, I'll bring that blood back to the hospital this afternoon, get it all checked over. If there are any problems with the blood, I will phone you within a week. If everything's absolutely fine, I will send you a letter with all your results and with a plan of what to do next, which will probably be to get the PSA checked every year.
Okay.
I'll send a copy of that letter to your GP as well.
After, if you are found to have the cancer or an
If we're
enlargement.
suspicious.
Yeah.
So, from the blood test and the examination, we won't get a diagnosis, we'll get a suspicion. We'll get a bit of a concern. And if we're worried about either the blood test or the feel of the prostate gland, we'll invite you up to the hospital, City Hospital, for further tests. Now that could be just a recheck of the blood test and a re-feel of the prostate gland, or it could be a biopsy. Now a biopsy is the only way that we can actually diagnose a prostate cancer, because we also need to get the stage and the degree of cancer.